For fraction multiplication, our first number is going to be 2. Second number is going to be fifths. So we're going to write 2 fifths. The second number is going to be 6 fourths. We're going to multiply across. 6 times 2 is 12. We're going to multiply at the bottom. 5 times 4 is 20. So our first game of dice equals 12 20ths. Our second equation is going to be 1 fifth. Our second one is going to be 1 again. 1 over 1. 1 over 1. So this is going to equal 1 fifth. Because 5 times 1 is 5. And 1 times 1 is 1. Our next multiplication equation is going to be 6 thirds. And our next one is going to be 6 thirds. Wow. Okay, we know that 6 times 6 is 36, and 3 times 3 is 9. And if we wanted to, we could also simplify this, because 3 goes into 36. 13 times.
Yeah, we did like 3 back to back after that.
3 goes into 6. 12 times. 12 times, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. So if it's 12 over 3, we could also simplify that even more, because 3 goes into 12 4 times over 1, so it would equal 4. For our next game, we are going to do division with fractions. So first number 4, next one 2. 4 over 2. And 2 fifths. For division, you're going to flip the second number, so it'll be 4 over 2 times 5 over 2. So 4 times 5 equals 20. 2 times 2 equals 4. So it's 20 fourths. And 20 fourths can be simplified. 4 goes into 20 5 times. 4 goes into 4, so it would be 5 over 1. For our next one, 4 sixths divided by, let's do that again, 5 thirds. And again, we're going to do 4 6, and then we're going to flip the second one to multiply it. So 3 times 5. 4 times 3 is 12. 6 times 5 is 30. So 12 over 30. Okay, for the next one, 2 over 6 divided by 1 over 1. 1 over 1. So we don't really need to flip this because the numbers are the same, so we could just change that. 2 times 1 is 2. 6 times 1 is 6. So it's 2 6. We could also make that 1/3. 2 goes into 2 1 times. 2 goes into 6 3 times. Okay, the next game is for addition. Our first number is 2 over 2. Okay. 2 over 2 plus 5 over 3. 5 over 3. To do this, we need to find a common denominator. One easy way to do that is to multiply the bottom. 2 times 3 is 6, so we know that 6 will be a common denominator. So since we times 2 by 3, we have to do the same thing to the top. So 2 times 3 is 6 over here. And since we times 3 by 2, we have to do the same thing to the top. 5 times 2 is 10. So now we would just add. So 6 plus 10 is 16 over 6. So we could leave it as an improper fraction, or we could say 6 goes into 16 2 times, and it has 4 left over, so it could be 2 and 4/6 as well. Okay, for the next one, we're going to have 1 over 4 plus 2 over 2. Okay. We're at 2. So this will be kind of easy because we won't have to change one of the denominators. So 2 can go into 4. So we could just times this by 2 to equal 4 times by 2. So it'll be 1/4 plus 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. So it'll be 5/4, or we can make that 1 and 1/4. Let's do one more addition. 3 over 2 plus 4 over 5 equals. We want to find a common denominator, so we could just multiply 2 by 5, which is going to equal 10. So we'll just put 10, and then times this by 5, times this by 2. So 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 2 is 8. 15 equals 23 over 10. We could leave it as the improper fraction, or we could do 10 goes into 22 times, and it'll be 3/10 left over.
How'd you get this?
Okay, for subtraction, we're going to do the same thing. I have 4 over 4, okay. And we're going to subtract that, or we're going to subtract the next one. 3 over 2. 3 over 2. For this one, it's the same thing. We need to find a common denominator. For this one, we know from the previous one that 4 is a common denominator. So we could just times this by 2 and times this by 2 to equal 4. So it'll be 4 over 4. And it'll be 3 times 2 is 6 minus 4. So it'll actually be a negative number. 4, it'll be negative 2 over 4. Okay, for the next one, 6 over 5 minus 2 over 5. Wow, we don't have to change the bottom. 2 over 5. So since they already have the same denominator, we just subtract the top. So 6 minus 2 is going to be 4 over 5. The next one is going to be 1 over 2 minus 4 over 5. For this one, we could times 2 by 5 to equal 10 to get the top denominator. So we're gonna multiply the top by 5 and by 2. So 10. So 1 times 5 is 5. 4 times 2 is 8. This one is going to be negative 2. It should be negative 3 over 10.